We are back on Taking Care of Business on Koerner Radio, News Talk, 1180, 1230 KGEO, 1410 KERI, 1000 KKIM in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and now on the Internet on the Oakland, Richmond, and San Francisco Bay Area. Our guest in studio, Sam Young, a Holocaust survivor, to talk about his experiences in Europe and during World War II. So, Sam, before the break, you were telling us about you were in a home that they had taken you to overnight in Hungary by the Carpathian Mountains?
Yes. So when we were in this lumberyard, there was no sleeping accommodation. There was only sawdust on the ground. In the morning, suddenly they came that every family should appear in the office. In the office, there were Hungarian officers, and the way I remember, there were about 3 or 4 officers at the table, and every family had to go separately. I had my father, mother, and my sister, who was 2 years younger than I was, were taken into this office. When we got to the office, the officer said that all money, all jewelry, whatever we have, we should put on the table. We still didn't know. They didn't say why or what, so we put everything on the table, and they didn't give us any receipt for it or what. And after they took everything away from us, we will put back into the group. They did the same thing for practically every family. I can't tell you exactly what time, but during the day, suddenly they brought military trucks, and we had to get on the military trucks. The trucks were basically equipped with seats, 2 on the side of the bed, and then 1 seat close to the cab. And they put us on these trucks. When they put us on these trucks, I don't remember how many trucks they were, but they were quite a few trucks. And the trucks were going. Now, naturally, by that time already the war went on between Russia and Germany, and Hungary was an ally to Germany, so the Hungarians were involved also.
And why do you think they picked your family up originally?
I think this, I can't tell you for sure, but we were quite influential people because my father was a doctor, a general practitioner who basically treated just about everybody in the city, and my mother, who was born in that town, also was very well known, and our office was, our house was in the center of the city, and we never believed that anything can happen to us because we felt that we are part of the community.
Sure.
And my father naturally spoke Russian. My father spoke Hungarian. My mother also spoke different languages. So we were so much part of the community that we never thought that anything really can happen.
Now, Sam, how old were you at this time?
I was 11. This was in 1941, so I was 19 years old.
And your sister was?
2 years younger.
17.
Yes.
And all this time, did they keep the family together?
Now, when they took us, yes, they took us together, the whole family. We didn't know why, because it was quite interesting, because they took our 4 of us together. We had, for instance, our grandparents. They didn't touch them. We had other members of the family. They didn't touch anybody, but they took us, and we couldn't completely understand why they took us. as we traveled on these trucks, naturally, as the Russian military was escaping the Germans, they destroyed all the bridges. In that area, there are many rivers, and so there were many small rivers or creeks and all that thing. The roads were also destroyed, very much destroyed. So whenever we came to a creek or a little river, we had to get off of the trucks and walk through it, through these deals, and then get back on the trucks. The first thing what happened, I didn't see it on which truck it happened, but suddenly they started to call doctor, and later on, my father told us that older woman somehow, when she was going down of the truck, she got injured, so they called for a doctor. So my father went to take care on this woman, and when we crossed the creek and they put us back on the trucks, naturally the soldier who was assigned to our truck had a person missing. So my father was missing because he went to take care on this woman. So when he was coming back, the soldier raised his gun and wanted to hit my father. I was 19 years old, and I was in pretty good shape. I put my arms up and stopped the blow of the gun and said in Hungarian, "Don't you dare to hit my father." He was taken a little back, and we got back on the truck after we crossed. It so happened that I was sitting next to the cab of the truck, but my sister was sitting close to the tailgate of the truck. This soldier called one of his buddies and told them that when they will unload us, that they should shoot me. I didn't hear that, but my sister heard it. We got back on these trucks. There were quite a few of us. We didn't know where we are taking. We were in an area which we were never before, which originally it used to be Poland, and then it became Russia, and then in 1941 Germany attacked Russia, and we were taken with these trucks. The traveling went fairly slow because there were many places where the trucks had problems traveling. This went for a while, and sometimes in the afternoon, I can't tell you exactly the time because we didn't have watches, we didn't have anything. We came to a place on the road, and on the side of the road there was a cemetery, and the cemetery had a stone wall around it. From the best of my recollection, this wall was possibly about 4 or 5 foot high. When the trucks stopped, they said that everybody should get off of the trucks. Knowing that they will look for me, when I got off of the truck, immediately I ran, I jumped over the wall and hid behind this brick or stone wall. They were looking for me, but after a while, one of these soldiers said, when everybody was off of the truck, that we should never dare to go back to Hungary, and they left us there on the road, and the trucks went away.
So you got lucky there. When we come back from the break, let's pick up there, and then we have a couple questions for you about what happened to you after that. Okay. We'll be back in a moment on Taking Care of Business on Koerner Radio News Talk 1180.